Hey art students from Pawtucket Lake and Walnut Square. Just came back into the art room to collect some supplies and some books, and thought this would be a good opportunity to start the next lesson. Today we're going to learn a little bit about a famous artist by the name of Wassily Kandinsky, and I have a poster here that I created that has some of his work on it. And in a moment we will check it out and learn a little bit about him and how he has been known as the founder of abstract art, which would be not using quite a picture of maybe a house or a person. It's more of just shapes and color and showing his emotions through his paper. All right, so here is a picture of Kandinsky. So up here at the top, I have some of his earlier works. And so he started often with just pencil and marker to make nice, dark, bold lines and shapes. You can see how this could be sort of fun because, just like he has been quoted, there is no must in art because art is free. The artist must train not only their eye, but also their soul. Alright, so here is some of his later work using color. Still, you can kind of tell that it is a Kandinsky by the shapes that he uses. And this is one of his later works. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to try to make my own Kandinsky here. First thing, my name, bottom corner. And you can do this at home with crayon, pencil, whatever you got. If you want it to make it look like an older Kandinsky, obviously you don't have to add color, but I think it's a little more fun to add that color. You can notice that in some of them, the shapes kind of collide and overlap each other. And you can see how the colors may change when they overlap. Remember some of your primary and secondary colors. If you use two primary colors like red and blue, when they blend, it may make a secondary color. Alright, so I'm going to start with just some lines. Maybe I'll make a curved line first. And the nice thing about Kandinsky's work is that there's really no right or wrong way to do it. It's very calming knowing that there's no pressure in how it will look. It can just be your own imagination and your own decision making on what shapes to use. But one thing I have noticed is that he always tried to use up the space on his page. So it's something to think about. Keeping the space on your page nice and full. Maybe color this piece in here. And when you're home, if you feel like making more than one, that's great. But I think you guys will enjoy this lesson here. So another thing that Kandinsky was known for is his abstract work sort of seemed to show movement. And like I mentioned earlier, the music that he listened to inspired a lot of the shapes and lines that he created. And I believe that if you do this with music on, you may feel a little bit of inspiration from the noises in the music that you're listening to. If you're listening to fast music, you may end up moving faster. If you're listening to calming, slow music, you may make your work a little bit slower. Which kind of makes sense. But yeah, this is going pretty good so far. I'm going to stop there for now, because I do have a lot of work to do back here in the classroom, reorganizing. But anyway, for now, that's where I'm going to stop, and I'm going to keep working on this later on. I look forward to seeing your work, and have fun with it this week. Alright, thanks. Bye.